want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. Now, I just want to clarify that song had to be censored due to the fact of copyrighted material. But the female rapper, she was basically stating that I'm not going to give any to a guy just for fun. Are you dumb? Basically implying that if I'm going to give a guy some, then he's obviously going to be paying for it.
No shade to that creator, but my main issue with the low body count girls is not necessarily that they have a low body count. At the end of the day, it's your body, your choice. You do with it what you see fit. But if your reason for having a low body count allegedly is, sexual health and treating your body like a temple, why is it that the majority of the low body count girls still proudly sleep with men who sleep with everybody? Unprotected, mind you. Because if we're speaking about like STIs, it only takes one time, one person to give you something, sometimes something you can't even get rid of. So, like, what good is it having a low body count as a woman when you're having sex with someone who can't even count his? It doesn't make sense, right? Yeah, we know, and so do you, but that's not why you brought this up. This wasn't about you valuing yourself for treating your body like a temple. This was about you finding a way to flex on other women, and that's why you're being called out about it. But like a lot of y'all are being really disingenuous about that.
Now, I just want to state this from a man's perspective. I hear far too many times that old women are on women's side. We stand together, yada, yada, yada. We love each other. We support each other, right? So, this is my thing. If a content creator, right, who don't even know you, who is not even paying attention to your content, don't even again know who you are, you decided out of all the things that you could do, out of all the things that you could potentially use for an example, you specifically decided to use her video, stitch her video directly to yours, and then before you get into the point, you want to basically state, oh, this is no shade towards that content creator, but then you go on the fact of the topic of the content creator's video, which is having a low body count. What? How does that doesn't absolve anything? You literally just threw, a type of comment towards her. And specifically you did that by way of stitching her video. You could have literally had this whole conversation without having her image or her video directly in there as an example. You could have literally just had said like, "Hey, this is the topic of my video and this is just my face here," or whatever it is, and then decided to talk, but that's not what you wanted to do. You did this due to the fact of the content creator, the way that the content creator is basically posed, and the way that she also looks. And you also knew the fact that if you decided to speak in such a way, that it is going to in turn, right, gain more views, because people in a sense will possibly potentially do a compare and contrast, like, okay, well, you're talking about this girl that's laying on this bed, that's dressed like this, that's looking like this, and she states that she has a low body count, so you decided to talk about her because of X, Y, and Z, right? But the most interesting thing about this is that what a lot of people just so happen to state, a hit dog will holler, right? So, what specifically about this video that the content creator made triggered you enough in order to make this video? You could have made a video about oranges, you could have made it about cherries, you could have made it about watermelons, you could have sat up there and made it about fried macaroni and cheese or something. But you decided that, yo, something about this video is triggering me, something is a bit off, so I need to give my opinion on this topic that nobody specifically asked me to give my opinion on about this topic, and then decided to want to go on a rant. And then not only that, you decided to make about what, two or three videos directly about it because people were trying to get directly on you in the comment section, which I can understand because yet again, it doesn't make sense. And then on top of the fact, going into one of the videos that she had, she in a sense talks about the fact that, or alluding to the fact that she is one of those women with a high body count. But before I get there, let's just go to the response of the creator.
It's okay.
It's not okay though. It's not.
Guys, come on, like it's really not that serious. I posted the video for fun. I did not expect the video to blow up. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you have a high body count, a low body count. It has nothing to do with respect. It's your sexual life. It's not mine. Me personally, I'm not just gonna go and sleep around with everyone that I meet. Like, I am demisexual. I need to have a certain connection with you for me to even feel something sexually for you. Everyone's different though. Like, live your life the way you want to. If you want to have sex every day, go have sex every day. If you want to have sex with a different person each time, do that. It's your life. I personally have a low body count because I was in a 10-year relationship. That's it.
So you heard what the content creator had to state. She was like, "Hey, this was just a video just for fun. She just decided to do it. It wasn't no animosity towards anybody." She was also speaking directly from her own experience. Yet again, she wasn't trying to shame anybody. She didn't mean any type of animosity. She wasn't pointing this towards anybody. But the main thing that I want to point out that she stated is this, right? She said that, guys, relax. I was in a 10-year relationship with my high school sweetheart, had kids, didn't work out. Stuff happens all the time, right? And as I stated before, even in her response, it has nothing to do with animosity. The response that she gave written and the visual verbal response that she also gave as well. It was no animosity. You can't even hear a hint of animosity or anything like that directly in her video. Again, this is a woman that was in a 10-year relationship with one guy. A lot of women can't even say that. A lot of women can't even last 6 months with one guy. So, again, and again, a hit dog will holler. This woman obviously took offense directly to the video because she felt that it was aimed at her in some type of way. She took it in internally, and something within there didn't jive right. And more than likely, some stuff that she's heard over the years, it finally basically hit. And she was like, "Oh, I got to respond to this. I got to stand up not only for myself, but for the other women who have ever had things, stated negatively against them or weren't specifically picked because they have a high body count and they like, being out here with like 400 different guys." Like the content creator said, it was like, "Yo, if you want to go out here and sleep with any and everybody, that's on you. That's your prerogative." For her personally, that's just not what she likes to do. She has a specific bar that is set. If she is not interested in you because y'all just don't mesh, then guess what? Ain't nothing happening. But like I said, that ain't for everybody. Some people can just see a person and be like, "Oh, you're next." So hey, it is what it is.
Another one.
Sis, I don't want to be the one to say it, but you are absolutely right. If you pay close attention to who's spearheading these low body count conversations, it's not childless women with quote unquote low body counts. It's the single mothers.
What?
And that brings it back to my original argument that it's not about like valuing yourself or protecting your sexual health. It's about you being able to flex on other women. Why? Because you're mad. But see, sis, the gag is we can lie about our body count. You can't hide that kid, baby.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
All right, so let me get this straight, right? So we move from the topic of the discussion, which is a woman that had a low body count. She was representing herself, right? As an example, she was in a 10-year plus relationship with one man, and she has a low body count for her age, right? And she made herself an example, made a video directly about it. You decided to take offense to that in some type of way, not only for yourself, but for the other women that are in the exact same boat as you, that quote unquote don't call it sexual promiscuity. You just do whatever it is that you want to do, or quote unquote, we could do the same thing that men do. And then you want to say that it's not anything against that content creator, but then want to go directly into your point by using her video as an example, even though you're not trying to throw any negativity directly towards her. And then you want to try to state that the women who make this argument, it has nothing to do with them trying to uplift that whole main, thing. It's just to talk negatively and down about other women who don't do the exact same things and who treat their bodies the way that they want to be treated. And then you move from that to now making the argument about single mothers and blaming single mothers for the reason that this argument or for the reason that this conversation is even taking place. How did we get here? How did we get here? This is why I be talking about how the goalpost, when it deals with like women and conversations, how when a point gets made to basically shut something down, the goalpost is now moved to a whole other area that it's not even supposed to be in. How did we even get into a conversation about single mothers? And why do you have all of this energy for single mothers? Like, I'm just a little bit confused. I thought it was men. More specifically, I thought it was black men that had negative energy for single mothers. Obviously, somebody is incorrect. I did not know that there was a war going on where you have women with high body counts in engaging in conversations and arguments with women who are single with kids. Wait a minute. Wait, back the truck up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Didn't she just say earlier that this is not any type of shade or anything towards the original content creator? But then she decided to basically state that single mothers are the main ones with a high body count, and they're the main ones trying to shame other women. And then she wanted to get on single mothers by saying that, oh, we can hide our body count, aka we can lie about it to men, but you can't lie about those kids. Hold on, let's go back and read something real quick. So the original content creator had to make a response, and she stated that, guys, relax. I was in a 10-year relationship with my high school sweetheart, had kids. Had kids. Let me repeat that one more time for the people in the back. Had kids. So at the end of the day, she lied. She lied. Even if it was an indirect thing that she stated, it was still, in a sense, directed about the content creator, because the content creator herself, the original content creator, is a single mother who has a low body count. And what did she sit up there and state?
Sis, I don't want to be the one to say it, but you are absolutely right. If you pay close attention to who's spearheading these low body count conversations, it's not childless women with quote unquote low body counts. It's the single mothers.
Another one.
The single mothers.
Another one.
It's the single mothers.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So I just want to point out that she lied, and this is by her own admission, using her own words, how she stated from the very beginning that this had nothing to do with the original content creator. But then somehow, some way, within a few videos later of her having to quote unquote defend herself, and her saying that, oh, I'm so tired about talking about this and going back and forth with people in the comment section, yada yada yada, I'm going to tell you about yourselves. Well, people were 100% right to directly call you out because you lied. You said it was not about the content creator, the original content creator, but then the original content creator stated that, hey, I was in a 10-year relationship, low body count, one kid, stuff happens. Several videos later, somehow, some way, the conversation comes down to, oh, everything is about single mothers. You guys are the ones that are spearheading, that is starting this whole conversation because of the way that you guys ended up. You're just mad because we can keep doing what it is that we're doing and lie about what it is that we're doing, but you can't lie about those kids. Indirectly speaking on the original content creator.
Gotcha, bitch. That part is, she was dead ass serious.
So yet again, the hate, jealousy, envy, and animosity rises yet again to the surface. And it's by way of yet again another woman.